We spoke to Trump campaign manager Kellyanne Conway, who suggested that in the next debate, she wants to see the same Donald Trump who showed up for the beginning of the first debate. Watch.
I think if Mr. Trump looks back at the first 30 minutes or so of the debate, he'll see some real highlights. His ability to sort of joust and jab with Hillary Clinton.
Lieutenant General Michael Flynn is the former director of the Defense Intelligence Agency and a Trump National Security Advisor. Great to see you, General. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So the New York Times is reporting that Trump's struggles in the debate are attributable to his inadequate or improper debate prep, and they cite in particular these two retired military generals, right, who are just screwing the whole thing up. Is that you?
That's obviously me is one of them, and a good friend of mine is the other. So, yeah, I mean, I saw that, and I just find that pretty laughable. The preparation that he had, and I think Kellyanne was right on the money, that the first 30 to 40 minutes, and I actually timed it while I was sitting in the debate hall there, the first 40 minutes was about the economy, prosperity, tax reform, and I think Donald Trump nailed it. What I really saw at the second half of the debate really was, frankly, the poor judgment on some of the issues that were picked up on by Hillary Clinton, where she brought in the Miss Universe pageant winner. And I thought that was, I mean, you look at some of the things that have come out about this young lady, in the last 24 hours.
Even though this woman has some troubles, even though this Miss Universe has some troubles, all of his comments about her weight are on camera. Not those specific ones, but many others.
It just shows the bad judgment. But the other thing is, had I been in Lester Holt's seat, I would have asked much tougher questions, and I would have focused on the three themes, which was, the direction of the country, prosperity, and I think security, American security. And none of that was talked about for almost an hour.
Okay, but, as the candidate, you got to be able to get in the stuff that you want to get in and get away from the stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So what, are you still on the debate prep team?
So divert or pivot. Yeah.
All right, so what's going to happen differently? What is happening differently between now and the next one?
Well, I think that Donald Trump is still out. We were up in New Hampshire today, actually, so your laydown of all of the polls that and the momentum that the entire Trump campaign team has right now.
Looking good there.
Feeling very good, and the pitch that he gave up in New Hampshire was superb today. So I think a lot of this is just continuing to show, in the opponent of Hillary Clinton, the bad judgment that she has displayed in both foreign policy and even here as a senator of the state of New York, where I don't know what accomplishment she has here, really none. In fact, the loss of, I understand, a couple of 100,000 jobs out of New York. So she has really no good things to sort of sink her teeth into in terms of accomplishments. Her judgment and some of the issues that she has been involved in, from her judgment of using a private server at her home where she placed national security.
I mean, all of those things. He knew these things before the first debate.
Yep,
so
and
what will change? I mean, like, he just needs to.
Well, one of the things that I think that he came across, I actually thought that he won the debate. I mean, hands down, won the debate. I think that we didn't do a good enough job probably spinning it after all the spin stuff that happens, and I think that the mainstream media actually did. They did sort of their job of making sure for the last couple of days, talking up about how Hillary Clinton did and how Donald Trump, didn't do. So, I really look at this thing and I say, hey, look, I think that Donald Trump won that debate the other night, and I believe, and you can do all the scientific polling, and I'm not a pollster, but what I saw and the people that I've been talking to, and I pay very close attention to the sort of the information domain, and there are an awful lot of people that are looking at Donald Trump in a much different way and saying, this is a guy that I can see as the President of the United States or the Commander-in-Chief. And frankly, the judgment and the decisions that Hillary Clinton has made have been just absolutely poor.
Great to see you, General.
Great. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being here.